Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. Today's video is going to be about the Sony ZV-1F camera. This is a little 1-inch vlogging camera, which I just recently picked up on Amazon's Black Friday sale. And I've never really used a Sony camera before, I've always used Canon. Right now I'm filming on the Canon HG10, which sometimes I'm able to hook up to the Mac Pro and record directly 8-bit 1080p. And 1080p looks pretty good on YouTube. A lot of people are watching their devices on mobile phones. So I never really went to 4K per se until this. This is a little 1-inch sensor vlogging camera. And let's take a look at the specs. The Sony ZV-1F is a tiny video-centric pocket camera with a relatively large 1-inch Exmor RS CMOS sensor. And it's paired with an off-the-shelf compact camera Zeiss lens, which is sitting at 7.6mm of focal length. So that's going to give us a 20mm equivalent view through a maximum aperture of 2.0 on this lens. And so all this processes an image through the Bionz ZX sensor, which Sony's been using along with their cameras since the original Alpha 7 in 2013. So this thing features crop 4K at 30 or 24 frames per second, or full sensor 1080p at up to 120 frames per second. So both of these are encoded onto a single SD card at a maximum of 100 megabits per second in XAVC. So let's talk about XAVC for a second. Like the image processor, the XAVC codec has been Sony's proprietary digital video pony since the AX100 in 2013. And Sony sells this as a content creation or vlog camera for the aspiring influencer in your life, not somebody who's weird and 26 years old sitting here in a spare bedroom making videos. Alright, these are for people who go outside, not I. But I bought it anyway because I wanted to try out Sony Video. And so the batteries in this damn thing are going to be your biggest complaint that you're going to hear. You can get it for on sale. I paid about $400 US in Black Friday of this year, 2024. The batteries are in this are honestly, they're going to give your OG Blackmagic cinemas a run for their money. Like, good luck getting 30 minutes of recording if it's cold out with this thing. And there's no way to expand that. There's no like, battery grips like they used to sell for the older DSLRs, but that's one of the things that you're going to have to be limited by. It's a very small camera otherwise, but so what we end up with is a cheap, off-the-shelf parts vlog camera with poor image stabilization, but it has some trickle-down features that I want to talk about from Sony's more advanced cinema and video cameras. So one of those advanced features that I'm not really used to on consumer camcorders is the ability to set up to 10 separate picture profiles. So you can customize the look of your film and whatever you're recording. It also has zebras, which is pretty cool. It does metering. It has a 3.5mm audio jack. So it's more feature packed than my T3i, which is what I base modern cameras off of. So what you end up with is a camera that is the most Sony of Sony cameras, I think, ever. Off the shelf, Sony loves their off-the-shelf parts. But one has to wonder if a camera can be more than the sum of its off-the-shelf parts. A camera's no good if you're being run off by security, or at the very least, garnering additional stares with a massive camcorder or DSLR. It doesn't shoot RAW, but if you get the image exposed correctly, it's perfectly fine, or hell, even cinematic. It's a fun-looking camera with a little flippy screen and invites people to get in front of it. It doesn't look mean. It doesn't look like, oh, it's going to end up on TV. And the lack of an optical zoom could force you to get out of your comfort zone and get creative. And before giving you my final thoughts, I want to show you a video I created in the Hanford Winter Wonderland using this camera. I've had a lot of fun shooting with this little camera, and you can have a lot of fun shooting with it too. A lot of them are on sale right now for Black Friday, and because these are more popular than Oxygen this Christmas, there's going to be a lot of these showing up on eBay, Craigslist, Kijiji in the coming months from them collecting dust from people giving up on their YouTube or their TikTok channels. So, personally, you know, you can expand this. Small rig, they make a cage for this, which is crazy. That was $40, so you could mount a V-mount battery, I guess, if you wanted to, if you wanted to go crazy with it. But I think for most people, you know, you can throw it on a little Weeble Cinepeer. This is the Cinepeer 3E gimbal, and it's excellent for walking around at the Winter Wonderland, getting Christmas parades, and it doesn't look intimidating. So if you want to check out the Sony ZV-1F, I'd give it a recommend. Thank you for checking out this video. Happy Thanksgiving to all of you, and God bless. I'll catch you around. Thank you.